Hi everyone, I just want to recap of my weekend at Phillip Island for the Australian Superbikes. It was a really cool thing to achieve because it was my first time taking photos of the Australian Superbike Championship, and I just want to show you a little bit of my photos of the weekend as the media. Really cool getting the bikes because that's my first ever time getting the Superbike Championship, and hopefully more to come with motorbikes and that. But I just want to show you some of these pictures because it's I love my photography if you don't know, so please give the channel one of these and also subscribe and learn a bit more about myself and my photography journey in motorsport and also photography in general, because I love it and I could talk forever, okay, just about it. Without further ado, I just want to talk quick about my photos. This is Max Stover. He's from the main game, obviously, from the Superbikes. Really cool shot I like because this is, as you're coming down the hill, you're coming down, then you're sweeping, obviously you're sweeping left sort of thing. I really like it because you're pretty much millimeters to touching the ground. I love going in the paddock sometimes and just taking photos of stories unfolding and people's emotions and expressions and that. As I'm getting more of a photographer, I'm getting out of that comfort zone of meeting people. I'm always getting anxiety and whatnot, and slowly I'm overcoming that of getting scared of just seeing people face to face, because I used to do a lot of landscape, and now I'm slowly getting more into enjoying human interactions. And obviously this is Crew Holiday. I hope I pronounced your surname right. For the Yamaha racing team, of course. And how can we not know who that is? That's Chris Vermeulen. I hope I said that right. Chris Vermeulen, superstar MotoGP rider. That's who I used to grow up watching, of course. I'm a Rossi fan and a Stoner fan. And I also used to see Chris there riding, and really cool shot because he's smiling, giving an interview before the race sort of thing, and I like that sort of stuff because I was allowed to go on the grid. And this is Paris Hardwick. Really cool shot because he's sort of focusing on turn one and obviously the race that's ready to unfold. He's probably given me a bit of an angry face, or oh, these photographers, spamming the button. But no, I really like it because he's really focused in that sort of moment for the race. Really cool shot. I also like it too because I'm not sure who she is, maybe his girlfriend or sister or just a worker in general of the Yamaha racing team. She looks proud, she looks happy, really cool emotion, or maybe she's oh, that bloody photographer keeps spamming the button. Really cool shot. I like that sort of time forever capture of ready for the race sort of thing. I always love when I go to Phillip Island, obviously where it goes Melbourne, Melbourne, Australia. This is Phillip Island, one of the best motorcycle racetracks of all time, in my opinion. Obviously this is Waters, of course, and I was oh, he's starting off from pole. Perfect spot to get that shot. This is obviously Ted Collins won race 1. Ted Collins on the Ducati. And obviously that's Waters who got P2, but he won the round, of course, because there was 3 races at that weekend. Really cool shot because they're coming in and you've got the big first, and yeah, really cool shot. But I captured a nice photo of just nobody here because everybody was up on the grid sort of thing, all panicking because it was really quick, and then all photographers had to leave before the race, and then they declared it a wet race, and then they had to change the tyres. So as I was out of all that craziness on the grid, I'm let's walk out this way where there's no one, take a nice wet shot with Melbourne. And it's a really hard shot to get, and I'll be honest with you, I had my 400 on me and I'm trying to get that shot, and they're coming so quick down. This is the section down the hill sort of thing, and you can hear them, but you've got a split second because they come up the crest and then they come down. So you've got that split second. So another really cool shot I really liked obviously that weekend is just a simple one, like go, hey, can I take a photo of yourself on the grid? And this was one of the ladies, the grid girls, and she's like, yeah, sure, you definitely can. And for me, sometimes I get a bit of anxiety, and yeah, part of the story time here is just getting out of that comfort zone and talking to people is what I love in that. Like I really get high in that, like just meeting people and finding that happiness in meeting people. And she's like, yeah, sure you can. And then I took a photo of her and she's like, oh, my hair's blowing everywhere. I hope it looks nice. And I'm like, no, you look fine, you look stunning. And you're obviously, she's advertising Mir Bike motorcycle insurance, and that's part of what she's doing. Another really cool shot that I took that weekend, because obviously I was allowed to go into the paddock and whatnot, and also podium presentations. I really like this shot of Ollie Simpson. This was the Super Sport, of course, Super Sport Michelin, and obviously he won the race, or the round I think. I apologise as my memory's a little bit blank at the moment under pressure. But really cool shot of Ollie Simpson, obviously with the champagne and whatnot, action shot and happy champagnes. I really like this basic shot, but really cool because we've got history and time and whatnot. It's really cool, okay? So yeah, this is Josh Waters. He won the round, of course, for the Australian Superbikes. And really cool shot because like this is the money shot. Like I love photos like this because it's history captured in time, or sports history, sorry. And it's just like, I've got that. I'm like, oh, I've got it, and I'm just so happy just to talk about this sort of thing. And yeah, oh jeez, look at that, look at that. It's just one of the, oh, winning the round and whatnot. I'm like, hey Josh Waters, can I get a photo, like a personal photo of yourself? And he's like, yeah, sure, you know. And like I took this of himself, obviously with the helmet and obviously the plaque of him winning. There was a couple other photographers that got a similar shot to this, of course, but obviously I asked, hey, can I do a photo of yourself? And this is like him looking directly at me sort of thing. And I'm so happy that like, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to ask Josh Waters, like, hey, can I take a photo of you? And he's like, yes, and then I'll look at your camera and happy of it because like I've got sports history there of obviously a man winning a race and winning the round sort of thing. Really cool. Like, oh. So yeah, really cool shot this one too. Pretty basic, but really cool because lean angle and powering into the corner. Looks like it's a bit of a big bike, of course, because actually I wouldn't say it's a big bike. I reckon it's just the lean angle makes it look like it's a big bike. Cool shot nonetheless. And that's obviously Josh Waters too. Looks like a big bike too, I guess, when they sit like that, because they're tucking in for the aero sort of thing. I really like that, and it sort of does give you perspective of how much they got to lean into the bike sort of thing, like to try to get that aero sort of effect. Another really cool shot, I think this is the last of my gallery. This is obviously Stoner Corner here, obviously the 180. I captured a guy that was really leaning too far out, and he's ready to like sort of have a bit of a stack, but he, you know, had a bit of a nice catch on of it, like a typical Marc Marquez in MotoGP of like full lean out and then catch it with, you know, really cool shot. I'm not sure who this is, I apologise, but really cool shot of like him powering into it and sort of catching it, and yeah, really cool shot. And without further ado, I'd like to sort of just say thank you for watching this far, of course. If you liked my photos, please give it a like. My Facebook page, or also my YouTube or Instagram. Also jobs too. Why not? If you're into who I am and whatnot, you like what I do. You know, I'm always a message out sort of thing. A bit nervous, of course, for that sort of stuff, but really cool because the world's always small and whatnot. I always believe that's how things work out. Really cool, and I just like what I'm achieving. I like what I'm talking about of just motorsport and also photography, bringing it all together, sort of thing. Like it's just we've got history captured, sports history. So thank yous for also sticking around. You love your motorsport, give it one of these. Why not? And also thank you Australian Superbikes for allowing myself, a photographer for 8 years, just to get in there and keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm proud of what I'm doing and achieving, okay? So thank yous, ciao ciao, I'll see yous on the next one, sort of thing, okay? Take it easy in the meantime.